In this video, we're going to be going over math cooldowns. So math cooldowns are sort of the equivalent of language arts checkpoints. So cooldowns only apply to maths. We're just going to focus on this math course here first. Right now I'm in the year page in the student view. The units are listed first, so there are 7 units that are going to occur throughout the school year. In each unit, there are different checkpoints associated with each one. So we're going to go ahead and click on our first unit, which is finding volume. And cooldowns are these first ones that are listed here. This very first page is just a math unit overview. So our first cooldown is which has more volume. So students would click on this, and below there's resources if they need to look at different resources to help them with their cooldown. And this first one with the arrows is the math cooldown. So they would click on this. And most cooldowns are very short, usually only a couple of questions. So the instructions here say which object has a greater volume, explain or show your reasoning. So it shows 2 different figures and they have to tell the teacher which one has a greater volume. They could either just click here and start typing in their answer, or there's different ways that they can insert their answer that we'll go over in class if they ever need to use those tools so students know how. Once a student feels like they have adequately answered the question, they can go ahead and request feedback. And it will say you requested feedback. The teacher will now grade their cooldown. So just like in language arts, we have a color scheme of green, yellow, and red. Green means that they completed the cooldown correctly and there's nothing that needs to be fixed. Yellow means that there was an error and the teacher will leave a comment that will be located over here telling them either to come see the teacher for help or if there's something that we can just type in to help them out. And red means that it was not submitted, that the student did not request feedback on a cooldown. So that is what the students will complete. And once they have feedback, it will change the color right here. So they can quickly just see how they did on that cooldown. If we go back to the year page, if students were to hover over the Unit 1 finding volume, the circles under the words checkpoints correlate to cooldowns. So that first circle, if I got a green, I did it correctly, that circle will turn green. If I need to fix something, it will turn yellow, and if I didn't turn it in, it will be red. So that is how students will do their cooldowns. Cooldowns will be started in class, and if they do not finish the cooldown, it is homework. So students can expect that if they don't finish their cooldown in class to have some homework that night.